Well, we're almost 12 months down the road since Harley first shocked the motorcycling world and joined the adventure market with the introduction of the Pan America. And after the initial launch that I went on back in Kiama just over about 14 months ago, we thought we'd give it to one of our contributors, Clint, who not only has tested a few bikes for LTR in the past, but has a big background in dirt bike racing. So Clint, you've had the bike for just over a week now. It's not your normal Harley-Davidson, is it?
No, it isn't. No, not at all. It's very different to your normal Harley-Davidson, actually. Very comfortable to ride.
And that Revolution Max motor, the 1250, I mean, it gives you a power band like with the variable timing and double overhead cams. You're getting power right through the whole power band, aren't you? It's torquey down low, it's torquey up top. Yeah,
it's great from down low, and at top end you have everything there that you need, but it's really smooth through the gears too, so that's a good thing about the engine as well.
Yeah, and I noticed too, I mean, you're getting a bit sideways through the dirt and everything, having a bit of fun, but it was all smooth, wasn't it? It was all, power delivery's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it was all smooth, controlled power delivery. It wasn't too notchy or too twitchy. It was pretty good to go through the mud, actually. Bit of fun with it.
Now, obviously there's a few, let's say, introductions of technology on this bike. It's obviously got the semi-active suspension, but one of the biggest things is the adjustable ride height. I mean, that is something that Harley-Davidson have done with Showa suspension. They've created the system, and for vertically challenged blokes like yourself, no disrespect, but the bottom line is it lowers about 25 to 40 millimetres when you come down to a stop, and it rises when you take off again. Did that make a difference?
Yeah, it honestly did, because I never really touch the ground on most bikes. I'm on tippy toes, but this one in the mud, when you pull up and you got 2 feet on the ground, you feel very comfortable riding the bike. Yeah,
well, I mean, because you've tested some other adventure bikes like that KTM 1290, you needed a tree stump just to get on the thing, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Me as well. The other thing is too, I mean, you can accessorise them, you can put some Screaming Eagle stuff on it. They've got the different pipes and stuff like that, performance parts. But also the panniers, I mean, which is quite important for when you're doing trips away. You know, fitted here, obviously you've got the top box, but you can get the hard side panniers, and then you can get the soft top box and the soft panniers and everything, which is important when you're doing a trip away, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because you don't really want to carry anything in a backpack, because you just get a sore back and then you can't ride for a good certain distance of time, and it depends where you're heading. Sometimes, you know, you're doing a New South Wales to South Australia trip and you ride all the way through, so you don't want a backpack on, and it also keeps all your clothes and all your things dry.
And what's the weight like?
You don't even notice it's on there, to be honest with you. I forgot it was there for a little bit until we started talking about it.
So one big thing, I mean, who would you say the Pan America's aimed at? Because you can be a beginner rider and just have as much fun, a novice rider, even if you're an accomplished and more experienced rider, you can have as much fun on it as well.
Yeah, well, this bike's great suited to the novice, to the expert rider. They would all have fun on it. It's very easy to get used to, but to the expert riders, it has the torque and the power that they'd be looking for to have a bit of fun in the dirt.
Now, something else too is that it's got the 5 ride modes, which is pretty important, especially when you don't know what the weather's doing, if you're heading off to Adelaide or wherever. Obviously, you've got the road, sport, rain, off-road, and then off-road extra. So at the end of the day, that's another important factor, to have those ride modes, and you can sort of change things great on the go.
Yeah, they're great, because actually we had a bit of pouring down rain and a bit of mud, so we got to try a few different things and see how it went through them, and it's good to have them because it just makes the bike easier to ride and gives you more confidence on the bike.
Well, mate, I appreciate it, because like I said, adventure riding isn't really my sort of forte, but I know it is yours with your dirt bike background and racing and everything. So really thanks, man, for taking out the time to have a ride.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
Only thing is, I've got to get back off you on Monday because it's got to go back.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, good.
So like we said, you can have a lot of fun on the Pan America. All you got to do is get to your local dealer and take one for a ride. And as you can see, Clint just left.